How's it going, guys? Hope you guys had a great week. So it is that time of the month again, guys. It is time to talk about some of the top games coming out in March 2021. Now, this month is a pretty quiet month, to be honest, in terms of game releases. But here are 6 of the most interesting or biggest titles coming out this month in release date order. So kicking us off at number 1 is Mundane. This is an indie survival horror title developed by Hidden Fields, and the game is really cool because it uses a striking pencil sketched art style which gives it a distinctly unique and incredibly creepy look. The game's story follows a young man named Kerdin who travels to Mundane, a real-life village in the Swiss Alps, to learn the fate of his grandfather who died under mysterious circumstances. During his stay, he discovers that Mundane is haunted by a sinister force, and Kerdin must unravel the town's secrets to figure out what's happening. The gameplay will consist largely of puzzle solving while avoiding dangerous enemies, and it will also incorporate a fear system very similar to the one found in Amnesia, which causes players to become disorientated when placed in terrifying situations. Mundane looks really creepy, really interesting, and the art style is very unique. So if you are looking for a pretty good indie survival horror title to step into, then Mundane may very much be up your street. This game is set for release on the 16th of March, and it will be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and PC. Number 2 this month is Balan Wonderland. This is developed by Balan Company, and it is actually led by director Yuji Naka, and he's best known for his work on the Sonic series. This colourful and dreamlike world seems to take elements from series like Sonic the Hedgehog, as well as franchises like Kingdom Hearts and Knights. It is described as a 3D action platformer with musical flair, and it follows the story of 2 characters called Leo Craig and Emma Cole as they follow the maestro called Balan. There will actually be 12 different tales to explore in Wonderland, and each tale will have its own mechanics and features. The game will support local co-op, allowing you to team up with a friend to combine costume abilities. Apparently there will be more than 80 different costumes to collect in the game, and each costume will give the player unique abilities, and apparently 3 costumes can be equipped at any time and swapped freely. Balan Wonderland looks really interesting. If you're looking for a really colourful action platformer this month, then Balan Wonderland may very much be of interest to you, and this game is due for release on the 26th of March and will be available on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. In at number 3 is It Takes Two. This is from indie developer Hazel Light. That's the team that brought us A Way Out. This new co-op game actually puts players in the roles of Cody and May, a human couple going through a particular rough patch. The 2 are turned into dolls by a magic spell and must now work with the eccentric Dr. Hakim to repair their relationship and return to the real world. The game will use a variety of different gameplay styles. Those who actually purchase It Takes Two can invite a friend to join them for free using a friend's pass, very similar to the way in which A Way Out did it when that game was released. You can also play the game locally in split screen or online in split screen as well. Now, I really enjoyed my experiences with Hazel Light's previous title A Way Out, and It Takes Two looks equally as interesting in terms of that cooperative gameplay, and I'm really looking forward to picking up. It is definitely a title that Dante and I will be checking out and playing together, and we may even showcase it in one of our Saturday streams. And It Takes Two is set for release on the 26th of March, and it will be coming out on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. In at number 4 is is Monster Hunter Rise. This is an upcoming action RPG developed and published by Capcom. It is actually the 6th mainline installment in the Monster Hunter series, following on from Monster Hunter World. Rise will continue to follow many of the new features that were introduced in World, including the seamless map design from that game, but it will also be introducing some new game mechanics, including the new animal companion called a power moot that can be used to ride across the map and into battle, and also the new wire bugs, which actually seem kind of similar to the clutch claw from Monster Hunter World, which basically allow players to both traverse the environments at high speed, as well as weaving the wire bugs into some pretty powerful weapon specific attacks. Players can party up with 4-player multiplayer in both local and online co-op, and in addition to the series' typical monster hunts, Rise will also introduce a new mechanic called Rampage, which is a survival mode where players have to defend the base village from several attacking monsters. Prior to and during the attack, players can set up siege weapons and instruct non-player characters to attack the monsters, while the players attack those monsters directly. So it's sort of siege-based combat. Now, Monster Hunter Rise is definitely a game I am incredibly interested in. Monster Hunter World was my very first experience with a Monster Hunter game, and I absolutely fell in love with it. My main staple was the longsword. I loved the cycle of hunting for monsters, beating these incredibly challenging monsters, and then crafting some really cool looking armor. And it was a really fun multiplayer game, and I absolutely loved it. I mean, I've put over 400 to 500 hours into Monster Hunter World, and I'm probably going to put the same amount of time into Monster Hunter Rise. For those who may be interested, Monster Hunter Rise is coming out on the 26th of March, and it will be available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. The 5th game coming out this month that looks interesting is Evil Genius 2 World Domination. This is an upcoming real-time strategy and simulation video game developed and published by Rebellion Developments. It acts as a sequel to 2004's Evil Genius, and in this game it's really interesting because rather than playing the hero, Evil Genius 2 actually puts you in control of your very own criminal overlord. Players are tasked with constructing a criminal lair on a tropical island in order to build a doomsday device secretly while operating a casino as cover. Players can construct different rooms and amenities to support your operation, while also setting up traps to kill infiltrating agents and maintaining the base's defenses. There are 4 evil geniuses to play, and you can choose from any of these at the beginning of the game, each of whom have their own unique missions, specialities, and doomsday devices. Players also need to choose from 3 islands which have different designs and features, and you will also be able to recruit and train your very own minions and expand your base of operations. Evil Genius 2 sounds really interesting, and it looks like a lot of fun. So if you're a big fan of real-time strategy and simulation games, I think this definitely will be a game that you may well be interested in. And if you just like heroes and villains, you may well enjoy the sense of humor in this game as well. For those interested, Evil Genius 2 will be coming out on the 30th of March, and it is available exclusively on the PC. And finally, in at number 6 is Drifters Loot the Galaxy. This is an indie game developed by Blind Squirrel. Drifters is basically a free-to-play hero shooter that is hoping to mesh the seriously competitive nature of Overwatch with the more arcadey experience of Super Smash Bros. It's about a strange collection of outer space weirdos with guns who brawl for cash in 5v5 online battles. Each drifter will bring unique, customizable abilities to the fight. One of the game's defining characteristics is its mobility. Every character is equipped with a drift pack that enables high-speed directional maneuvers and a grappling hook that's handy for getting around in the game's low-gravity, multi-level maps. So if you are a big fan of online brawlers or a big fan of Overwatch and hero-based shooters, you may well well enjoy Drifters, and the fact that it is a free-to-play title as well is really cool, and it may definitely be worth a pickup this month just to check it out to see if it's a nice fun multiplayer for you to jump into with your friends. For those interested, Drifters Loot the Galaxy will be coming out on the 31st of March, and it will be available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. So there you have it, guys. Those are just some of the titles coming out in March 2021. Like I said, this month is a bit of a slow one, but there are a couple of interesting titles in there. Let me know which of these games look interesting in the comment section below. Will you be picking up any of these titles this month? Are there any games that I've missed that you would absolutely put on this list? Please also share that in the comment section below. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. Of course, hope you guys found this video useful and informative. Take care, and as always, happy gaming. Bye, guys.